Tired of the same old hot takes and sports cliches? Want a fresh perspective on the world of sports? Then tune into the Fade Route with DNZ, the podcast that's changing the game. Every Wednesday, DNZ bring you insightful analysis. I would argue that group would be better set in a West Coast offense. Hilarious banter.
See, people came here for a baseball game.
And a whole lot of fun. Coming at you from the AO Studios. Listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. The Fade Route with DNZ. It's not just a podcast, it's a lifestyle. It's Red Light, Green Light 1, 2, 3 with DNZ. Here are your hosts, D and Z. Welcome everybody to Red Light, Green Light 1, 2, 3 with DNZ. I am Z, and here's how it goes. D and I give you our top 1, 2, 3 fantasy starts or green lights, and the top fantasy sits or red lights. It is playoff time. So let's see what we can do for you. D, who are your green lights for NFL Week 15?
All right, so first up, I have the wide receiver on the Los Angeles Rams, who's starting tomorrow night, and that's Cooper Kupp. You can count on the Rams wide receivers on their short week against the 49ers in San Francisco. Number 2, I've got the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins, Tua Tagovailoa. I like Tua this week against the Texans. I think Waddle and Tyreek both feast against the Texans. And last but not least, I've got the Atlanta defense. Aiden O'Connell is hurt. Zamir White's on IR, and there is nobody coming to help. That defense is going to feast on the Raiders Monday night. What do you got?
Who the hell's quarterbacking for the Raiders? Because Minshew's out with a collarbone. Now O'Connell's out.
Desmond Ridder.
Oh, yes.
Ridder.
The Desmond Ridder revenge game. I mean,
who hired this crew?
They got him off the practice squad of the Cardinals, I think. Just like he was there for anybody. Anybody could have got like, you get over here.
I mean, they're not gonna score a touchdown. So if they're available on the waiver wire, go grab that and start it over anything you were thinking about starting this weekend. You will get 25 to 30 points.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's going to be atrocious. Number 1, green light. Give me the Chiefs defense against the Browns. They can get into the kitchen of Jameis Winston. They're going to get a couple of picks, maybe even a pick 6. Like it's as much of a Jameis thing as it is a Chiefs defense thing. It's just a really good matchup. So ride that all day. Number 2, and this is tough because, there's so many different ways that I can do this. Pretty much any Baltimore Raven player not named Justin Tucker against the Giants. Take your pick. Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, Derrick Henry, the defense, whatever. The win probability is 100%. Take your fucking pick. So I'm just, for shits and giggles, I'm going to go with Derrick Henry. He's going to have close to 200 and probably 3 touchdowns because the Giants defense is absolute crap. And D's going to be there. He'll tell you how much of a crap the Giants defense is. And then number 3, give me Amon-Ra St. Brown against the Bills. Stafford shredded the Bills secondary last week and kind of exposed them a little bit. So I think if Jared Goff can exploit that matchup as well, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to have a huge day against the Bills. Those are our green lights, though. Who are your red lights, D?
All right, so first up in the red light department, I've got quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, Will Levis. Dude, if you can't put up numbers against the Jaguars, you are definitely not putting up numbers against the Bengals. Will Levis, you are number 1 for me. Number 2, I got DJ Moore. I just don't like the way the Bears offense looks with all the coaching changes they've had in Chicago. And Minnesota plays pretty good defense. And last, I've got Nick Chubb. I just don't think you can rely on him in the playoffs. They're splitting with D Ford. They're playing the Steelers. I don't really like it.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, no, they're not playing the Steelers.
They're playing the Chiefs.
They're not playing the Steelers. They're
playing the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah,
no,
I don't like it. I like the Chiefs D.
It's going to be a long day. Like, the Browns defense will play. The Browns offense is screwed. Completely screwed. I got to sit my number 1 green light. I got to sit Justin Tucker against the Giants. I think that, I think it's starting to get in his head a little bit. And
on a day when they're going to be scoring like, whoa, you're going to sit him?
My problem is that it's in his head. And if it's windy, forget it, dude. Like, he's having struggles. He is on the friggin' struggle bus, my friend. So, I don't see it. I can't trust it. And that's a problem, because Justin Tucker used to be automatic. It's like, shit, just roll him out there. It's all good. But it's so far beyond at this point that you can't really, even against a shit team like the Giants, can't afford it. At some point, Harbaugh's going to be like, fuck it, let's go for 2. Every goddamn play. Every play. Lamar, what do you want to do? I'm tired, coach. Can I please go sit down? Oh. Number 2 on my red light situation. There are so many. That's the problem. I don't like Anthony Richardson against the Broncos. It's not a good matchup. The Broncos play very good defense, and they're going to be in his kitchen. He's not a fully polished product yet. So, yeah, I just don't see a good day for him. And then number 3, Caleb Williams against the Vikings. The struggles continue. They're not where they need to be yet. And at this point, it's not really Caleb Williams' fault. He's doing the best he can. Outside of not calling timeout and getting Matt Eberflus fired, the man can only do what he's going to do. And the Vikings defense, pretty decent. So expect a long day for one Mr. Caleb Williams. Those are our red lights. Those are our green lights. What are yours? Hit us up. FadeRouteMail@gmail.com. Slide in our DMs on IG at FadeRoutePodcast. Drop us a line on X at FadeRouteDNZ and let us know who you're taking for NFL Week 15. Good luck in your playoff matchups. It's time for us to run the go route one more time. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you liked what you heard and you want to hear more, be sure to like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. Leave us a review, rate us 5 stars, turn on subscription notifications, and share on social media. Tell your friends and spread the word.